Hello everybody, I'm here today to do a tag, and this is the Booktube Backstage tag, and it was originally created by Rainier from Rainier Books, and he also tagged me, so I decided to do this tag. I hope you enjoy it. It's quite an interesting one, I will say. So the first question is, what camera do you use for your videos? And right now I recently got a new camera. It's the Canon EOS 650D. But before that I was just using my phone. And yeah, I'm still playing with it, so if the quality is not perfect, that's why. But yeah, actually I had a Canon 450D before, and that doesn't take video. And that is because I like photography, but that was very old. It was getting very grainy and not the best quality, and yeah, so I decided to upgrade that both for photography and for these videos. So I have a new Canon 650D now, and that's what I'm filming with. The second question is, speaking about filming and being your own director, do you have a favorite film director? And the answer to that is no. I don't watch a lot of movies. I have a couple of movies that I say are my favorites because I really liked them when I was younger, and I haven't really watched something that changed that since then. So I like Amelie, or the fantastical future, the fantastical life of Amelie Poulain, I think in some countries it's called. I like Goodbye Lenin. I like the Studio Ghibli films, but yeah, it's these cute things I like, I guess. But I don't have a favorite director. I'm not into movies enough to know any director, to name any director. The third question is, what microphone do you use and what program do you use to edit your videos? So I just use the microphone that comes with the camera, and as I said, I have been testing the camera and I have noticed the audio quality is not great. So I'm thinking about getting a microphone or using my husband has a microphone because he does music a lot. So I might just try to connect that to the camera and see how well that works. I'm not sure because it's not designed for videos, so we will see. You will see how that evolves, but for now I'm just using the camera microphone. And the program, again, nothing fancy. I just use iMovie because it comes with a laptop and I don't have to pay for it, and it actually does have quite a lot of capabilities. There are a couple of things that I wanted to do that I could not do in iMovie, but it's very punctual. So for the overall editing of these videos, it just works fine. The fourth question is, do you remember the first record that you bought or received as a gift? No, I don't. When I was little, we used to have cassettes, and I remember we had a lot of cassettes of Joaquin Sabina in the car. So every time we went for a trip, we would play Joaquin Sabina, and every time I hear his songs, I remember those trips. But I don't think I remember the first. Yeah, the first record that I received as a gift. I don't know if that means like vinyls, because I don't own and never owned any vinyls, but yeah, I'm also not all that much into music, I guess. The fifth question is, how do you prepare your videos? Talking points, a little script, or just talking? I guess it depends on the video a little bit. I normally have some points that I want to make. I have a Notion page with all my video ideas, and in Notion you can have like a page for each thing on a list. So that's what I do, and in those pages I just write down some points and stuff. So if you often see me looking down at my phone or my computer, it's because I'm looking into the points that I made in my Notion. But yeah, I don't normally script word by word. I don't think that will ever work for me. I have tried to do that in also presentations for work and stuff, and it just doesn't work. Yeah, I just have points that I have to remind myself I need to make, because what also happens if I just talk to the camera is that I will forget to say half of the things I wanted to say. So yeah, that's what works best for me. But yeah. The sixth question is TV shows have become the thing of our time. Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, Netflix, HBO, and Amazon. What is or are your favorite TV shows ever? Name a maximum of 3. Again, I'm not into TV shows either. I don't understand this huge thing with TV shows right now. I much prefer movies. It's not like I watch a lot of movies, but I enjoy them more because they are a contained thing. Normally, when I want to watch something, it's because my mind wanders and I need something to distract me. And a TV show is so long, I cannot just do that for an afternoon. And then when my mind is back into the groove of things, go back to the things I enjoy more. So yeah, TV shows are normally not for me. Some that I enjoyed, well, I guess as at some point I binge watched Gilmore Girls, like most of the women my generation. Yeah, I don't have a lot of TV series to talk about. I don't watch them, so. Recently we watched in Netflix this series called Lupin or Arsène Lupin or something. It's a French series and it's about this man living in Paris that is like a con artist and he bases all his cons on these classical books that they actually exist. I looked it up and I want to read them. That are like the adventures of Arsène Lupin. And he just cons people based on those books. And then there's this police officer that realizes that a lot of these plots look a lot like those books that he used to love when he was little. So he's trying to convince the rest of the police officers that that's what he's doing and they can get ahead of him by reading the books. But nobody believes him, so it's a fun one. I don't think it's finished. I think it has 2 seasons, but the end of the second season is like a teaser for the third season. So I hope there is a third season. But I really enjoyed them. I think they were a lot of fun, and we always love to see the connection with books, right? The 7th question is, what kind of booktube video do you prefer to watch and why? Reviews, wrap-ups, vlogs, bookhauls, tags, videos. So this depends on what is the circumstance. So I often watch booktube when I'm working because there is fair amount of the things I do that are fairly mechanical. I have to format a lot of documents and things like that. So when I'm doing that, I often put booktube videos in the background, and I like to watch vlogs for that. Because you don't really have to be fully invested on vlogs when you're watching them. It's often just pretty music and images and some talk about books, but they are going to come back up again, so it's not like you have to focus as much as in other things. And then when I'm actually watching, I would say sometimes I like reviews. Like there are some people that make amazing reviews and go really into depth of the significance of a book, like what Camille reads does that, and I love watching his reviews. I don't like book hauls just because it's a bunch of books that, yeah, they all sound great, of course, but then there is no further analysis of what they are about. So I don't really see the point of book hauls. I think those are my least favorite ones. And I also like recommendations on overly specific topics. So I don't know, books about travel or books from China or books, that kind of thing I really like because I often like to focus my reading on a certain topic. I think it enhances the experience to read many books from a certain thing, so that you get a lot of perspectives. And those recommendation videos are always great to do that. and I love those kind of things. The eighth question is, watching TV was probably a part of all our childhoods. These years, it has become less popular. What kind of media user are you? So I I also don't watch. I didn't watch a lot of TV when I was younger. I used to watch, I think, an hour of cartoons after lunch, and then I used to watch maybe the news with my parents and maybe a movie in the evenings, and especially on weekends, and then the morning shows for an hour or two on the weekends as well. But we had limited access to media, and that is how I have continued to be. I didn't have a TV for a long time. We have a TV now for the last year, but before that, I didn't have a TV for maybe like 8 or 9 years. So I don't really watch TV that much. My partner likes to watch football, and sometimes watch football with him. I like the Olympics as well, so I mainly watch sports on TV. And now with the corona circumstances, I also watch like the press conferences, not really the news, but just the press conferences whenever they are up, like every 3 weeks or something. But I watch a lot more just YouTube. I also don't watch a lot of movies or series, so that's like we have Netflix, but I don't use it a whole lot. It's mostly for my husband. And I just watch mainly YouTube. I watch Booktube mostly, but also like the comedy shows like Trevor Noah, Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers, that kind of thing. We also have a Dutch one that is called Lubach, which is also very funny. You might know him from that video when Trump won about America first, Netherlands second, maybe. I'll link it down below if I remember. So that's the kind of thing I watch. I also don't listen to a whole ton of podcasts. I prefer to just listen to audiobooks or to nothing. So yeah, I don't consume a lot of media, I guess. I read, I and the rest of the things is just a little bit here and there. And of course, like if I know that something has happened, I would I would look for information on it. But yeah, not a whole lot. I also don't have Twitter. I don't have Instagram. I have a Facebook that I check like twice a month or something. So I'm not so big into media or social media or anything, I guess, which is ironic because, you know, YouTube videos, but it is what it is. And then just he says 8 props. You can tag up to 8 people. I don't think I'm going to tag 8 people, but I'm going to tag some people. So the first one I want to tag is Lorraine from Reading with Macar, because she's my soulmate, and I think I would like to hear about her favorites watching things part of this. I'm going to tag Kieran because from Katie Books, because I also want to know a lot more about his media habits, and I think that he has probably a lot more to say about that than I do. I'm going to tag Doris from all the books. I think she might have more similar opinions on series and movies than I do. But I would like to know if that's the case. And I would like to tag Mikaela. She has not posted in forever, and I want her back. So yeah, that's I think that's all. That's all the people I'm going to tag. But I hope you enjoyed this video and sneak into my media processes. And until next video, bye!